Alright, after pressing new game, you'll be treated to this starting opening sequence, this FMV if you will. You can call it a CGI cutscene or whatever you want to call it. With the exception of this one, I'm not going to talk during them. I'm going to try my hardest to keep most of them spoiler free. I'm talking now to basically introduce myself. Speaking of that, I am grekaosangel. This is kind of my own take on the Let's Play kind of moniker. I'm dubbing this little video walkthrough Project 9. If there's any kind of audio issues, I apologize, and just let me know and I'll try to fix them. If you have an issue with the way that I sound, you don't like my voice, too bad. I'm going to be talking a lot, so you're going to have to get used to it, or not use my video walkthrough. It's your choice. Moving on. I'm basically done introducing. The introductions are done and made, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop talking, and when we get control over our first character, I will return. This young fellow who just came down and is about to go into this room is the first main character that you're introduced to. In fact, it's the first character you can actually control. You start off in this room that is pretty dark, apparently, as your character mentions. The goal here is to light the room up. Right here you'll be able to have a little candlelight, and the goal is to go into the center of the room there and actually light the little candle thing in the center. Once you do that, you'll be able to respond and name your character. Default is Zidane, and for all purposes of the story, I'm going to keep it that way. That question mark can either be a question mark or an exclamation mark. Basically means you can interact with the environment. This next section that is about to come up is the first battle that you're introduced into. It basically gives you a feel of how the system works. It is an ATB system. It is one of the slower ones, unfortunately, and that's one of my biggest gripes with this game. But overall, it's rewarding and it's fun. It's got a real classic feel to it. You're going to want to start off by stealing. You can steal a potion, a wrist, and you're going to want the Mage Masher, which is a very good weapon early on in the game. However, stealing it could be tricky. For instance, it took me quite a while. Yes, 2 minutes. 2 complete minutes of doing nothing but stealing. Once you steal it, if you wanted it, it only takes about 5 or 6 hits from the strong parties of the strong characters in your party, and the battle will basically end. Since you have an idea of how the battle system will play, it's a good startup, good warm up. After this battle ends, we get into the beginning story, beginning arc of the story, I guess is what you could say. Apparently, this isn't a bad person. The person you just beat up is actually your boss. You're all a group of thieves. If you couldn't already tell, since they can steal in battle, they're thieves. But anyways, they're about to start a meeting. Alright, our little group of thieves are known as Tantalus. They're heading to the Kingdom of Alexandria. Their purpose is to steal or kidnap the Princess Garnet. The method in which they go about doing it is a little bit out of the ordinary, out of the box. But, you know, I can roll with that, you know, I can live with it. While the play is happening, Blank and Zidane, the redhead and the blonde, if you couldn't already tell, are going to be trying to kidnap the princess. Blank will be using these weird frog little bug things. They're called oglops. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce them. But Zidane, it'll be up to Zidane to kidnap the princess. This segment right here, where you can choose who to respond as to who you're supposed to kidnap. If you choose the first option about 64 times, you'll be treated to a little interesting scene, but you're supposed to pick the princess, and after you do that, this next FMV will start. This FMV is detailing the Tantalus's ship, basically flying into Alexandria. This little pointy-hatted kid may not have a lot of significance now, but he is another main character, and directly after this FMV ends, we will be taking direct control of him. So sit back, enjoy the remainder of this FMV, and that basically concludes the first video in my first Project 9 segment. Later.